What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to GmiasWorld, and a lot of you guys have been asking about this Christian Okoye. Many of you guys that remember him back in the, I guess like 2 Maddens ago, he was like a really OP back, right? So a lot of you guys are looking at it and you're trying to view Madden 22 the same way, and I believe that that's a huge mistake. Because a lot of, what's going to happen is this, right? Unless you go to a team, he has to have played for that team to get the 97 speed, because he gets powered up to a 95. So you add the 2 with the theme team. If you have the running back cards, those strategy cards, you can get him up to a 99 speed. All right, but the strategy cards for running backs, I don't know how many people are using that. I personally would not, because the game is not run based like that. So it doesn't make sense to do it. So I'm not going to promote that because it doesn't make any sense, right? So this is the big deal that you guys got to understand. If you guys want to get his power up, obviously you guys can go through the challenges, grab his power up, or you can buy it for like 4,500 coins. You can see I haven't really done any of the legend releases since we got the free card, because it doesn't really matter. We're just waiting for the ultimate legends, which will be coming very soon. But if you guys wanted to go ahead and do this, you guys can feel free to go ahead and grab him and see if he works out for you, if that's something that you would like to do instead of spending the money. But I'm just going to show you guys what's happening and try to give you guys some correlation into what can go wrong for you. Now, with his price right now, the limited was about 700k. All right, so like I said, a lot of what goes on, we can sell cards. Like I have 2 running backs that I can sell right now, right? And we could go ahead and get Christian Okoye. But is he beneficial to the way the game plays? Now, I keep trying to tell you guys, if it was like a Randy Moss, a Calvin Johnson upgrade, there'll be no debate. I don't care what the price is. We're going to get him, right? But the game is not based for running the ball. So if you spend this money for a running back, what are you really going to do? Because honestly, there's so many different ways to stop the run. And with the way that people just dive at your legs in this game, it's absolutely hilarious. So it's not much that you can really do about it. All right, so this is his full limited. He's already at the 95 speed. If you have the 2 strat cards for running backs, he goes to 97. If you got him on a theme team, he's a 99. Now, all of his numbers are excellent, but we all know that the break, tackle, and the truck don't mean anything. Deion Sanders is going to hit stick this guy into another dimension. And that's what I want you guys to understand. You don't want to play the game that EA is playing, because once we understand what it is, right now, we're just cruising through. There's going to be more games over here at GmiasWorld. Right now at GmiasWorld Gaming, shout out to all of you guys that went over there and crazy just started subbing over there. GmiasWorld Gaming. We just finished up Resident Evil 7 Biohazard. We're going to be probably playing Resident Evil 8. We're going to be doing some Among Us. We're going to be doing a lot of other things also here at GmiasWorld. So if you're not subscribed, definitely go ahead and do that. We're going to be having a lot more fun, because what I'm trying to say is it's like cruise time right now. This is all cruise. Like we're just waiting for, you know, golden tickets, ultimate legends, things to get us a little bit more excited about the game. The game itself, we already understand what it is. So we don't need to try to figure out or reinvent the wheel. He's a power back, right? So what is the key thing that the power backs don't get, right? Backfill Master. So he doesn't get that. So look, put it like this. If you spend the money on this card right now, what are you really getting? Right? You're not getting what you really want in the game, because you need to be able to throw wheel routes. And to make sure that you catch the wheel route no matter what do you need? You need Backfill Master. So that is a very important thing that you need to understand when you're looking at this. So this is what I do, right? I always have another card or another player that has a similar archetype where you can just go check it. So we got Bo Jackson, right? Because we have Bo Jackson, we already know what he gets and what he doesn't get. So it's not a big deal. It's not something to where you have to go and figure out like, oh, should I do this? Should I do that? This is something that you guys have to understand. You know, looking at it right now, you can pretty much tell what's going on. And with the way that the game is Bo Jackson really good? No. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's not really that good. I like him because he moves around well. It's something to where you guys have to understand. All right, look, this is the big deal about his card. This is something that goes on with the way that he plays. It is something that you guys have to understand. If he doesn't have what is needed for the game to make the game work the right way, it's something that you guys are going to have to deal with. And he doesn't unlock Backfill Master. So what is his purpose? The number 1 play in the game is the wheel route. That is the number 1 play. And that's what you guys need to understand. If you do not have that, that is something that's going to affect you negatively. So all of these abilities that you see right here, this is pretty much what Okoye is going to unlock. So if you just get him just to get him, what are you doing with him? Because you're not going to run the ball. I don't care if you go all through your O-line and you give everybody nasty streak or you give everybody a run blocking ability. I don't care what you do. You're still not going to be able to successfully run the ball the entire game, because what's going to happen is a skilled player is going to start putting their safeties and their spies. They're going to start run committing. They're going to guess right. And then when you have to pass the ball, you have no other ability. You know what I'm saying? Like, there is no... Madden 20 was a whole different type of animal. You can no longer do that. That is something that you cannot do in this game. So I wouldn't spend $700K on a damn halfback right now. Remember, we still got honors. We still got a lot of stuff coming even before the Ultimate Legends. Because after the Ultimate Legends, you then get the golden tickets. That's probably the schedule. That's the way they had it last year. So it'll probably be very, very similar with the way that works. So right now, what I'm thinking about doing is just going ahead and getting the Marcus Allen. Because what you want to do is you want to get him before he's out of the packs, obviously, right? And a lot of you guys pulled him, and his price has been varying, but the one thing that's been happening is we've been noticing that his power-up price has been dropping, right? So that's always a good thing. But at the same time, you guys have to understand that, you know, we still have other players that we can replace the other guy with. Like right now, he's at 190. Now, what is this card for? 297. All right. So, you know what I'm saying? 3, 4. So it's about 500K. So what does Patterson cost? This is how you have to evaluate it. What is Pat? Because if you guys have Patterson, he's the guy that has to go. And then now we get a receiving back, right? So we look at Patterson. I think, what is he, like a 96? Cordell Patterson? Okay, so he's 200K. So roughly, we would spend 300K for him. Right, because we go to 8. You know, it is what it is. We'll sell him, and then that'll subtract from it. We'll spend 300K. Well, I mean 500K for him, but we'll minus 200, so he would cost us 300. That makes logical sense to spend 300 for it, and then we get a player that has that ability. You know, he is able to get that receiving back ability. That creates chaos for your opponent. That's the only reason that we're not using the 1 AP right now. That's on Derrick Henry for recuperation. We're using that on Derrick Henry because we don't have anybody else where the 1 AP matters. So now we can actually do something and build our team because it makes sense, right? So look, right here with the way Derrick Henry is, we have the recuperation right there. We would just take that 1 AP off and get the Backfill Master for 1. And now we're winning with the same speed and same everything, all right? But the only difference is it's going to cost us less. Right? So look, let's go back now, and then now we can actually get that done. So that's what I would do. Instead of going Okoye, I would go this route and make it work out better for your team where you're not spending as much. Because remember, like I said, right now, because everybody is pulling him out of the limiteds, it is what it is. So we'll grab him for 189 here, his power up, all right? And then we're going to grab his card. And then we'll sell Cordell Patterson, whatever, however you want to say his name. We'll sell him. And then once we sell them, we'll get the balance back, right? And then we're done. And then pretty much what happens is we're back to about whatever, but we only spent about 300K for the card. After everything is said and done, we win because we waited and we were patient. This makes more sense for us. So this is what I would suggest if you are a Raiders theme team or any other theme team that Marcus Allen paid for. You want to get what works for the actual game. And right now, wheel routes are OP. Get the players that's always going to catch the wheel route. With Backfill Master, they're almost always guaranteed to catch it, even in quadruple coverage. I want to thank you guys and girls for watching. Hopefully you're having an unbelievable day. I'm going to see you guys and girls next time. One love, y'all.